This video teaches you what a VCO is, how it is used, and how you can use the VCO1 module in the Virtual Modular Synthesizer VCV Rack. VCO is short for Voltage Controlled Oscillator. VCO is the sound source of many vintage and modular synthesizers. It is where the basic sound is generated. And this sound comes with a pitch. You hear it has a certain key, a frequency. And this frequency or pitch that is generated by the sound generator is changed by a voltage input. The higher the voltage that goes into the VCO, the higher the frequency or pitch of the generator. So it's controlled by voltage, so it is a voltage controlled oscillator. This means that when you play a key on your keyboard, this key information is first sent to the MIDI CV module, which converts it to a virtual voltage value, which will be sent to the voltage controlled oscillator and generates the pitch. The voltage that is mostly used is 1 volt per octave. When you play another key on your keyboard, you send another voltage, so the pitch of the VCO will change. To get this working on the VCV rack, you have to draw a cable from the volt/octave output of the MIDI CV module to the volt/octave input of the VCO1. Outputs are always black, inputs are always white, and you can only connect outputs to inputs or inputs to outputs. The VCO generates a raw sound that you can then modify using other modules. The raw waveforms that this VCO1 produces are sine wave, triangle, sawtooth and square wave. These 4 waveforms each have their own output at the bottom of the module. Now let's connect these outputs through the mixer to the scope and see what they look like. This is the sine wave. It is named after the sine function in mathematics. As you can see, it rises and falls with a nice curve, and this has a smooth, warm sound. Next, the triangle wave, which looks like a triangle. You can also choose to have the digital or the analog version of the sound. You see, they look and sound a bit different. The analog modeled waveforms are the most used ones. They have more musical harmonics, they sound like the analog hardware modules. The digital waveform is mathematically perfect, which also can be used in some cases, like if you want to create classic 80s FM sounds. The next is the sawtooth waveform, and you see it looks a bit like the teeth of a saw. Also here you can choose between the analog and digital version. And the last one is the square waveform, and that is named after square blocks. Also here there is difference between the analog and the digital version. Now this square has an extra rotating knob where you can change the pulse width. You see several pulses on the scope, and if you turn this knob from left to right, you see what it does. It narrows the pulse on the square, and it also makes the sound different, thinner. And if I move it constantly from left to right and back, you get some nice effects on this square. That's why this moving of the pulse width can also be automated by using an LFO, short for low frequency oscillator, or by an ADSR, which is an envelope generator. You can find separate videos on LFO and ADSR on the playlist of this course. So if we connect one of these 4 waveform outputs directly to the input of the Audio 8 module, you will hear a constant pitch, because it's constantly generating. And if you play other keys on your keyboard, you will hear the pitch is changing. You can tune the frequency up and down using the big controller knob at the top. If you think you are lost in the frequency, you can always double click on the knob to reset it. And you can fine tune it with the second knob. Next to that is the pulse width, which we already explained. The FMCV knob lets you control the amount of frequency modulation that you send in the FM input. You can use this, for instance, to modulate the pitch of the generator with another VCO, an LFO or an ADSR. And the PWM-CV knob controls the amount of external modulation you want on the pulse width of the square waveform from a module like an LFO or an ADSR. These have to be connected to the PWM input. Let me quickly show you what the LFO does on the pulse width. So I take the sine wave output of an LFO, connect it to the PWM input and then slowly turn up the PWM-CV knob. And there it is. The sync input applies a hard sync to the waveforms by resetting the phase of the waveform when it passes 0 volt. The hard/soft toggle is part of that. This is also explained in the online manual, which can be found by right-clicking and selecting Plugin and Manual. Well, I think I covered all that is to tell about the VCO1 module. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below this video. Check out the other videos about synthesizer modules on our YouTube playlist. More information and extra links can also be found on our website. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so we can keep you updated.